Financial Field where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Hurts throwing right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Second down and 6 now from the 42.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football. Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut him down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The Eagles at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
Definitely going to need to be physical with these receivers, whether that's right at the line of scrimmage, trying to jam them and bump them off their routes, or when the ball arrives and you go ahead and put your shoulder into them and try and knock it loose.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. 2nd and 9. Now Hurts going to move him around.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Ravens' 34-yard line.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and 4. Hurts. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he's going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
This 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Swift. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Here is 3rd down and 4.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
And now they'll shift things around. Hurts sets up to throw it. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A 35-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the...
Dang, what?
In 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Slot man moves right. Second and 3. Rush coming in. He's taken down. Here's 3rd and 6. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Third down and 6. Looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And that play go absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The throw over the middle, taken in. He's still on his feet. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2nd and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. Shreds him with his stiff arm. And he'll be out right at the 35.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wood.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
This is Swift on the counter. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. A 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 without the 4. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Out to his left. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
You know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give you unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now back to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Now Hurts changing up the play.
Tiger swung.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This to Arnold on the short pass. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Swift. first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Ravens.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Swift. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
King, Phil King, Phil King. Tiger Horn, lift it up. We can make a play here. All right, take it to Miami.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
See the replay. Your eyes, Jack.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Put that ball down the field.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6.
Ravens 14, Eagles 6. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll look to throw here. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. So a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I pinned the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down at 7. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw here. That is incomplete.
It's really tough as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation. I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number 1, though, you catch the ball and put it away. Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Back to throw. And it's caught. Well, the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Tucker now to add the point after. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And they'll accept that penalty. Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here.
hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. On first down, Hurts. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Here's a handoff to Swift. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Does the big boy have the juice? And the Ravens are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They go play action here on first down. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Powerful running. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire fourth remaining, so stranger things have happened.
To about the 26 here. And quickly they get to the line. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run here with Swift. Shrugs him off. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. DeAndre Swift. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first 20, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Here's 3rd and 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 3rd down and 10. Bateman, he'll go in motion right here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. An option handoff here to Dobbins to about the 48-yard line.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They're going to look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. In motion left goes a tight end. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Down for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
It's a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen. But somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. And thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. they have to feel really good about that last completion.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This is some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up the key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Intercepted by Nolan Smith. His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. A tackle made there by Caden Stearns.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. He'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
54-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
This is 2nd and 8. Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
That's good for Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, easy, 63, back.
Throwing is Hurts. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
You got caught. You got that one right. Don't touch that. Build that momentum on.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
A loss of 5 brings up 2nd and 15.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Oh, the
ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
63.
Here's Hurts to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. An audible here to get a new look. They're going on fourth down with Hurts. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And checking the timeouts, they do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
It's caught. Beckham. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Odell Beckham. It's a gain of 23 yards.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man is Duvernay. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Quarterback is sacked. A loss of 3 yards. It's second down.
So the final seconds tick away in this ball.
I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up,